If you see this mark, don't spend it. Stop everything right now and check your pockets. Yes, right now. You might be holding a fortune without even knowing it. Most people walk past these coins every single day, tossing life-changing money into the cash register without a second thought. Today, we're uncovering not one, but two of the most ultra-rare buffalo nickels ever struck. Coins that could silently transform your life if you even just look a little closer. Do not spend these coins. I'm serious. Nobody talks about these. Collectors are fighting tooth and nail for them, and the auction prices will shock you. Every single detail on these coins, tiny scratches, unique toning, missing marks, matters. And here's the thing. The next coin we'll reveal is rarer, scarier, and even more valuable than the one before. Stay glued to the screen, because if you blink, you could miss hidden wealth hiding right under your nose. These coins change everything, and what comes next is bigger than you could ever imagine. Coin number 1. You think this is just a nickel? Think again. Right now, in your pocket, there could be a silent fortune hiding in plain sight. This is the 1,925 Buffalo nickel, no mint mark. The kind of coin that turns ordinary people into collectors obsessed overnight. Look at it. Its yellowish layers hint at decades of secret survival, a patina only time and neglect could create. And that fine condition, that's everything. Clean it, polish it, or mishandle it, and its value collapses. Do not spend this coin. Keep it intact. Its original toning is pure treasure. 1925 was a year of tension in the United States, a post-war economy still wobbling, industrial growth booming, and yet the mint faced immense pressure to meet demand for coins while dealing with experimental presses and inconsistent dies. That very stress created errors, subtle variations, and coins that today are almost impossible to find in this untouched condition. Most people overlook the historical weight of this year, but it directly impacts why this coin exists as it does. The missing mint mark, the slightly off-center strikes, the barely visible die cracks, they're all fingerprints of 1925's economic urgency. The obverse of this nickel is haunting. That proud, weathered Native American profile, layered in yellowish patina, shows every line in exquisite detail. Notice the subtle high points. The cheekbone, the braid, the feather tips. They're untouched by cleaning, preserving the original artistry. On the reverse, the American bison stands firm, powerful yet fragile. Its muscular back, the texture of its fur, the slightly flattened horns, all convey that this is not just currency. This is survival. Centuries of history pressed into copper and nickel. Its metal composition, 75% copper, 25% nickel, is deceptively ordinary, but in this particular year and minting, the metals reacted under pressure, creating faint but collectible toning that many miss entirely. Hold it, and you feel the weight. 5 grams of silent fortune, 21.2 millimeters of diameter, 1.95 millimeters of thickness. Girth perfectly preserved. Every fraction of an inch tells the story of a coin that was almost lost to circulation, almost melted, almost forgotten. Collectors obsess over the tiniest details. That missing mint mark? Catastrophic if overlooked. The subtle die stress lines near the bison's front hoof? Game-changing. Original condition is everything here. Even a hint of cleaning destroys decades of value in seconds. If this coin hits the auction floor, expect a quiet war, bidders whispering, emails flying, hearts racing, because $282,530 is not just a number. It's a life-changing opportunity. The scarcity is brutal. Most 1,925 nickels were spent, melted, or lost. Those that survived, almost all showed damage or corrosion. But this one, yellowish layers intact, fine condition preserved, is rare. Patience has created this hidden wealth. And let me tell you, collectors are not selling. They're holding, waiting, anticipating the market to explode further. Today's demand is insane, supply is shrinking, and the emotional pull is intense. This is why you see prices quietly climbing, quietly shocking the world. Don't miss the subtle physical cues. Weight, thickness, girth, they tell you the story instantly. When you pick it up, you feel decades of tension, survival, and fortune resting in your palm. The market doesn't lie. This is serious money, silent fortune, hidden wealth, waiting for someone who notices. Here's the ultimate warning. Do not, under any circumstances, clean this coin. Do not scrub. Do not polish. Original toning is sacred. Professional grading is critical because once it's misjudged, miscleaned, or mishandled, the opportunity vanishes forever. Mistakes here are not minor. They're life-altering. Check every line, every feather, every high point. Collector obsession revolves around these details. One small mark, one misread toning pattern, and the value collapses. Collector tips are subtle but powerful. Always inspect the bison's back fur for dye-wear patterns. Compare the Native American's cheek lines. Look for hints of stress near the edges. Patience is everything. Resist the urge to sell too early, because each month the hidden wealth grows more valuable, quietly, while others miss it entirely. The auction behavior for this coin is wild but quiet. Serious buyers send sealed bids. Emails fly. Collectors hoard, some for decades. The thrill isn't in spending. It's in holding, feeling, and knowing you possess something most people will never recognize. This coin is life-changing, and you're holding a fortune if you're smart enough to notice it. So here's the cliffhanger, because what comes next is even bigger, rarer, and far more shocking. If you think this nickel is impressive, wait until you see the next buffalo nickel we uncover. It's not just rare, it's dangerous to ignore, a coin that could quietly ruin collectors who aren't paying attention. Stay tuned, because missing that one could cost you more than you can imagine. Next up, stop everything for a second. This is not a drill. Right now, in your pocket, in your change jar, or maybe forgotten in a drawer, there could be a coin that quietly holds a fortune you've never imagined. The 1,934 Buffalo nickel with that elusive D mint mark, its uncirculated condition, and covered in those gorgeous brown wave layers. This coin is pure, untapped wealth. And if you spend it, if you don't notice, you're literally walking away from $268.40. That's life-changing money slipping through your fingers. Do not spend this coin. Seriously? Its original condition, untouched patina, and uncirculated perfection make it the kind of hidden treasure collectors fight over in whispers behind closed doors. 1934 was a turning point for America. The Great Depression was clawing its way into every city, every town, every pocket. Economic uncertainty gripped the nation, yet the mint was pushing production to meet a desperate demand for coins, all while experimenting with dye pressure and production stress. That very tension, that historic pressure, created subtle variations that make surviving coins like this not just rare, but almost miraculous. The D mint mark? It's a signal that this coin came from Denver, a mint working under intense demand and precise stress. Those tiny letters are more than just a mark. They are proof of history, survival, and scarcity. Let's talk about the obverse. That proud, stoic Native American profile stares back with a subtle dignity, untouched by decades of handling. Every braid, every wrinkle, every hairline shadow is preserved in uncirculated perfection. On the reverse, the American bison stands with power and presence, yet the brown wave toning gives it a quiet, antique elegance. The waves dance across the back, highlighting high points of the fur, horns, and tail, as if telling a story of decades spent surviving silently, unnoticed, in circulation, or tucked away by collectors. Composition matters, but not in the way most people think. This nickel, like all buffalo nickels, is 75% copper and 25% nickel. But in 1934, the alloys combined under production stress created subtle variations in color, weight, and toning. That brown wave layering is one of the most coveted features collectors hunt for obsessively. It's natural, untouched, and irreplaceable. Hold it in your hand. You'll feel the precision of uncirculated minting. 5 grams of metal, 21.2 millimeters in diameter, 1.95 millimeters thick, perfectly balanced girth. Every curve, every edge, every line is a physical testament to rarity. Collector obsession is insane with this coin. The D mint mark is tiny, but it's the difference between a coin worth a few thousand and a coin quietly commanding hundreds of thousands. Original uncirculated condition is everything. Cleaning? Forget it. Even a single scratch, a buffed high point, or a polish destroys decades of value in seconds. Patina matters. The subtle brown waves are a signature of survival and authenticity. They are what make this coin whisper hidden wealth to those who notice. And let's not underestimate auction behavior. When a 1934D Buffalo nickel in uncirculated condition hits the floor, you don't see chaos, you see quiet aggression. Serious collectors submit sealed bids, stalking the market, obsessed with those brown waves. Some collectors have been holding coins like this for decades, refusing to sell because they know demand will only rise while supply diminishes. The thrill is not just in owning, it's in surviving, in possessing something the rest of the world doesn't even recognize. You need to check certain details first. Inspect the bison's horns, its tail, the subtle dye wear near the hooves. Look at the braid on the Native American's head. Tiny dye cracks, faint lines, subtle indicators of rarity. Most people miss these, and those who do miss hundreds of thousands of dollars. The uncirculated condition magnifies every subtle variation. The more you study it, the more it screams hidden fortune. Now, this coin's story isn't just about money. It's about survival, history, and quiet obsession. Every mint strike in 1934 was under economic pressure. Every surviving coin is proof of patience, careful handling, and unbroken legacy. Collectors don't just buy this coin, they worship it. They watch it, guard it, and sometimes fight quietly behind the scenes at auctions, knowing the value isn't just monetary. It's emotional, it's historical, it's rare survival. This is not fiction. A 1934D uncirculated Buffalo nickel with brown wave toning is a life-changing opportunity hiding in plain sight. Do not spend it. Do not clean it. Professional grading is mandatory. Every subtle shade of brown, every high point untouched by human hands, every mint mark perfectly preserved adds tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, to the value. And here's the collector tip. Patience creates wealth. Don't rush. Observe the coin's weight, its girth, its subtle color patterns. Compare it to other coins. Look for faint dye wear, minting stress, or unusual toning patterns. Most people miss these signals, but those who notice, those who are patient, end up holding quiet fortune in their hands. Market behavior today is intense but under the radar. Bidding wars are silent but ferocious. The demand is insatiable, the supply shrinking, And yet most people don't even know this coin exists in uncirculated perfection. You're holding a fortune, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars, but only if you recognize its worth. So remember the warning, do not spend this coin. Keep the brown waves intact, preserve the uncirculated condition, and have it professionally graded. Clean it, and it's game over. Mishandle it, and you're literally tossing hidden wealth into the void. And here's the cliffhanger. What comes next is more shocking than this. If you think a 1934D in uncirculated condition is rare, the next buffalo nickel we uncover is a coin that could quietly destroy unprepared collectors emotionally and financially. It's rarer, more dangerous to ignore, and the kind of hidden treasure most people will never even imagine exists. Stay tuned, because missing that one could cost more than everything you've ever spent.